Facebook. It's Funny Love Radio on Facebook. Me Patrol, join us live. And also bring your comments in 055-2836-707. 055-2836-707. Yes. As a generation that was lost, but now is found in the power of the cross. We believe in you. We believe in the power of your word and its truth. We believe in you. Hello, how's your morning? How's your morning? In a bit, as I told you, exactly 8 o'clock a.m. The first topic of discussion will come to play. We have David Anna A. Mengo. She is a nurse, a medic. She will join us in the studio, so she will tell you more about herself. Please don't waste much time. Join us live on Facebook. Join us live on Facebook, me Patrol. Join in live on Facebook, and let us bring you the health tips with the nurse, the very beautiful nurse, the one and only nurse, the bigger of all nurses. And there, you bet Kasaroff, you bet Din Komoroff, you bet Kasaroff. So join us live on Facebook. As I told you, exactly 8 o'clock a.m. Bring you the first topic of discussion into play. My name is Dominic Nana Kwamena. So join us live on Facebook, and that's Funny Love Radio on Facebook. And also bring your comments and submissions on 055-2836-707. I'm in Bosubio, 055-2836-707. We have the bigger of all nurses. The bigger of all nurses. Madam David. The name is so beautiful. I don't know whether it's the duplicate of David or what have you. I believe that she will educate us this morning. David Nikum Goliath. Now, also a hand on my health tips no obekumna, so that at least we can get our portion within that, and also walk with it, walk by it, steady by it, and become better in the health. What have you? She is here with us. But before we will do that, the Patrol, join us live on Facebook. More, I'm gonna say a chat. The Patrol, we are bringing you Facebook live. It is on now, so join us live on Facebook. It's Funny Love Radio on Facebook. We have the nurse here with us in the studio. Kasa. Obapa, it's the same. Me Patrol, now he is sanctified in the name of Jesus. How are you?
I'm doing good.
You're doing fine?
Yes, please.
How is the family?
Everyone is fine.
Really?
Yes, please.
And the other family where you serve,
They are so fine.
They are also fine.
Yes.
Thank you very much. God bless you. This is the front page. I welcome you to the front page. And pardon us for one or two interruptions. It is always with that, with the technicalities. Yes, but then thank God for your patience as well. Introduce yourself. Tell listeners and tell viewers.
Okay. Greetings to everyone. Okay, the name is David Anako Mingle. Okay, and I'm a nurse practitioner.
Okay.
I work at Ridge Maternity Home Clinic, and I'm an assistant there. Yeah, that's few about me.
Me virtual Sisubio Maye.
The name is David Anako Mingle.
Okay.
I'm a nurse practitioner and I'm stationed at Ridge Maternity Home Clinic.
Really? Davida
Naku Mingle.
Aku Mingle. A gun, right?
Yes, please.
A gun.
Yes, please.
Producer, I was told that the guns, if they are highly educated, you can't joke with them. The ones now, Sebi, for them, they are different. But the ones that have gone to school, wow, Davida Na Aku Mingle. Beautiful. And you work at?
Ridge Maternity.
Oh, beautiful. Where is it located?
Bubuash. Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
So how is service there like?
Service there is nice, affordable, and very sociable. We come down to every client's level and we make sure that we give you a good service. And when you go, you do return back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I want you to talk loud. I know you're a vocal person, so that people outside can listen to you, and also people live on Facebook can also listen.
Okay.
Today, we want you to give us a couple of the health tips. I believe that you are packed. You are ready. I can see your pad and your pen writing. But when we say somebody is a nurse, what does it actually mean? Who is a nurse?
A nurse is someone who provides health care to a client or a needed patient. Okay, yeah.
Wow.
And you need to go through certain training about health before you can be called a nurse.
Okay. So a nurse is somebody who gives or provides health care to a client or a patient.
Or anyone who is in need of
medical.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Wow. So what do you actually do? What is your job in your fraternity?
Okay.
Being a nurse, I know nurses, some of them, when we go to police hospital, when we go to the OPD, some nurses are there, they sit there, some of them take your card, some of them, do you understand? What do you do? What is your field actually?
Okay, I studied healthcare, but by the grace of God, where I found myself, I'm able to move to different departments. I can operate at the OPD, at the consulting, at the midwifery side, and any other department I go by the grace.
So within these three areas, which of the areas are you specialized in? Healthcare.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Healthcare.
Yes, please.
Healthcare, right?
Yes, please.
That's beautiful. Do you advise clients and patients?
Yes, I
also,
do.
You do?
Yes, please.
On self-medication?
Yes, I do.
You do?
Yes, please.
Okay. Do you encourage them to self-medicate, or
no,
you give them a better education?
Yes, please. I don't encourage them to do self-medication. Yeah. So I encourage them to walk into any healthcare facility so that they'll be taking good care of.
That's very beautiful. But I believe that you know what we are talking today, right? We are talking about self-medication.
Yes, please.
Right. As a nurse, would you advise your client or patient to be self-medicated?
No.
Why?
Okay. First of all, self-medication is when you're taking drug not prescribed by a physician or an advice from a physician or any health practitioner. Okay, and because of you don't have the knowledge of the drug you are taking, or maybe because a friend took it and it worked for that client, you think, okay, then when I take it, it will work for me. But every client in the system, okay, some may take common paracetamol for headache and they are good to go, but some have to take diclofenac or any other this branded paracetamol before they'll be okay. So with my view, self-medication is not advisable because of other related conditions it may bring to you, okay? Because people are abusing drugs because they can just walk in a pharmacy and just request for this drug and they'll be given. So anytime they feel headache, they walk into the pharmacy, I want Refidol, I want Panadol, I want Gibidol. But what we don't know is that anytime you abuse a drug, it affects other organs in your system, okay? Because there are certain pains and what is supposed to be done. And it's not every pain that need medication. So if you don't have this knowledge now, you think, say, because I'm feeling this headache, let me go for para or let me go for Refidol, okay? So when you are enlightened on self-medication, you know when to go for para or Refidol. So for myself, I encourage them to come to the clinic so that if there's any adverse condition that needs to be treated, because every condition comes with pain, okay? So when you walk into the pharmacy, they'll give you para or any other painkiller. For a short time, you'll be okay. But in other time, you'll feel the pain. And you also go again for the painkiller. So you continue to be abusing these same drugs. But when you come to the clinic, the other tests that will be done, okay? Though we will give you painkiller, but there's a strong agent that is causing the pain. That will be checked and it will be ruled out, and you won't have that pain again to be self-medicated.
That's beautiful. So, if I'm a client, so maybe if I'm a client, sorry, if I am a client, and then you give me such an advice.
Okay.
Now me catch her say, oh, Madam Ness, me ba hospital cry, me ba say scout, masa member, we meet me yakeke. Me kwa kona makoto paracetamol bi na me dia na me na makoma ejuma me ntumi ba hospital me ma me nko OPD consulting area na yakasa maintenance for 2 hours. Area ya catch me say maintenance for 2 hours, maintenance for 2 hours na say ni say. Do you understand? If I take that decision upon myself, right?
Currently, it's for your benefits. You think that because you don't want to waste time, you just walk into the pharmacy, get yourself para, and you're done. Okay, but mind you, painkiller is just for a short relief. Okay, you get relieved, you go to work, and overstress yourself again, and this pain comes. They go in for another painkiller and stuff. Okay. But mind you, there's other bad effects. You won't see it today. Maybe it will take few days, weeks, months, or years. Because every medication that we take, we still have little bad substance in it that the body doesn't need it. So mind you, you are given problem and load to your liver because liver take part of bringing out nitrogen in medication. So if you think say because of we waste time, OPD and stuff, so you take para, fine, that moment you're good to go. But think of the future. When you have your kidney problem and your liver problem, you're going to waste money. Because of the waste of time, you want to go to work. So all the money that you save, later you go and waste it on kidney or liver problem because you are abusing drug.
Wow.
Yeah.
But does the same advice goes to the pregnant woman?
Yeah. For them, it's very important to avoid self-medication because of the child.
Because of the child.
Yes.
Can you be a husband at the same time a self-doctor in the house, and then you advise your wards being your children or your wife, that asimesi me a doctor, regional per se a kono, near make sure no shasuna ye. Would you advise a parent who is a self-doctor in the house, possibly working with a smaller clinic or a smaller hospital, right? And then maybe an advice will come from a neighbor that auntie 37 the omoye will see we no muchawa ubenya fast. Oh, me kunu see ma me nko na we cry na yebetumi use local what have you, because on also your doctor antino. What advice will you give to such parent?
The advice I'll give to such parents is that since you are not legally, or maybe you have not gone under a training for these medical things, you are not in the right position to tell the patient or your wife that don't go to this place or just go for any herbal drugs. Okay, because there's a reason for everything. There's a reason why maybe they requested for CS, because there are many reasons why a doctor will tell you, okay, you can't go through normal delivery, you need to go through CS. Okay, so if your self-doctors in the house think say no, men say they all come because you go say sika, you say a chawa say no. If you listen to that, no, you may lose your life or you may still gain your life even if you listen to them. But you have to weigh both sides. Say, what's the percentage of me having my life if I listen to my husband? Or what's the percentage of me losing my life if I go to the clinic? Okay, so I would advise self-doctors and neighbor doctors that since they are not doctors and they are not nurses, or they are not in the health field practitioner, they shouldn't be advising clients on those things. They should rather encourage them to go to any nearby facilities and listen to their midwives and nurses, because they have gone for the training and they have been taught what to do for their clients.
A patient, like as I said, a self-doctor may give an advice to the wife.
Maybe the husband is a doctor.
The husband is a doctor, but not of a bigger, institution. Maybe a smaller one. Maybe comparing Fabodiebe to Mature Clinic. Fabodiebe to Mature Clinic, and then maybe Rich Hospital. Do you understand? Whereby the husband will be like, but your pharmacy be with Chia and I am to we ma onuma ebema we na yeden akọ. And then maybe you as a nurse will also be working within the same vicinity. But then you come all the way to a bigger hospital within the sub-region. So when it happens that way, how are you going to advise such a woman under a self-doctor medication as a parent or a father or a husband? You see, because it is very hard to convince a woman whose husband is a doctor, but not of a higher class, but he also believes that, oh, I can also do better. So for instance, I'm a doctor and I'm a chef. So I'm not for anything. So that thing, when they put it on their neck and all that, everybody ascribed to be a doctor. So when it happens that way, I am giving self-medication. Right now, it is of goodwill that I have to go to a bigger and a better, more advanced hospital. I may get proper and good medication. Now, my husband is telling me otherwise, that there is a pharmacy in which I can go to. Because mostly, even if you go to the bigger hospitals, doctors refer patients to go and buy drugs at the pharmacy so that they can be used to operate on them. Isn't also? Yeah. How will you advise such parent?
Okay, the advice I'll give to them is that, first of all, the husband is also a doctor. Okay. But the question is, the doctor, is he sure of what he's advising the wife of? Because if a doctor, first of all, why didn't you allow your wife to be a client in your clinic and you sent her to the big hospital? Because there was a reason you did that. So why is it that there's few ways,
excuse me, paraphrase that. I like what you said. You said, first of all, you're a doctor. Okay. Why didn't you make your wife a client of your hospital?
Yes.
Good. But then you took your wife to a bigger and a more advanced hospital.
Yes, please. Because every client and their problems during pregnancy, there are certain clients when they are pregnant, it's very easy. Some even don't go to the clinic from day one to delivery, and they are okay. Some too, there'll be complications and stuff. Okay, so the moment you're a doctor in a little clinic, okay, and your wife did not be a client in your clinic, there are a lot of factors attached to that. Okay, it could be there are less resource equipment to attend to your client, your wife, or your wife chose to go there. Okay, so if you advise your wife that, okay, when you go, they're going to prescribe this drug for you, so just walk into the pharmacy and purchase it. First of all, I said that self-medication is when the drug you're taking is not prescribed by a physician.
Self-medication.
Yes, it's when you're taking a drug.
It's when you're taking a drug.
Not prescribed.
Not prescribed.
Or advised by
a physician.
But the question here is that he is a doctor. Okay, so it's allowed.
It's allowed.
Yes, but the other note I will say is that what he's saying as the wife is also safe for you, because when you take medical aside, you trust your husband very well. So you believe, say, your husband will not let you do something that will harm the child and the wife. Okay, yeah. So with this situation, the decision is on the wife. Yeah, but on my opinion, it will depend on the reason why the doctor is saying that before we can step in and advise the client. That's where we do consultation and we question the client. Why is your husband saying this? Why does your husband want you to go to just the pharmacy and not come here? So it varies.
Yeah. It varies.
Yes.
It varies. It varies. Should everybody at all walk to the hospital because the person is not feeling well? Maybe it is common fatigue, tiredness, that I believe that having enough sleep will help.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Or having enough rest will help. But others wants to approach the physician or the nurse any now and then if they are sick, but it's not sick, quote unquote. The person is not sick. The person is tired. It could be restlessness. The person is not resting well. Like our job, you sit on radio for maybe 7-8 hours, and maybe when you're done, you're tired. So, what prescription should go for these people?
Okay, when it comes to the medical field, it's not every medical situation that you go in for medication. Okay, as you said, when it comes to pain or stress, you need rest. You don't need to go in for any medication. Personally, for myself, when I'm stretched out or I have a headache, I don't just go for this painkillers and stuff. I make sure I have enough rest. Okay, after the enough rest, I take in a lot of water and still I'm not okay. Then I rush into the clinic. But there are some people, they'll not even think of resting or taking in much water to calm their body down. But they'll just rush into the clinic because some of them, they just like going to the clinic. And that also brings loads on the health practitioners. Okay. So when you have any pain or you are tired, I advise you to first rest. First take in water, you rest. Enough rest. After the enough rest and you still feel that you are not okay, that's where you rush to the clinic. But don't just rush to the clinic because you have headache. Because something first aid. Try to do the quick first aid.
No, wait, you don't have to rush to you don't have to rush to clinic when you have headache.
There are certain headaches you need to come to the clinic. We do have clients like, I was having this headache, so I'm here to check my BP. Okay, so when you check your BP and your BP is normal, the advice we give you is that, okay, then you need rest. So we'll tell you, okay, come back tomorrow again, come and check your BP. So please, when you get to the house, sleep. Some come back and are like, oh, we do feel, we dying. But such a case with other clients, or feel pain, he or she go for medication. So it's not every headache they have to rush in for maybe medical treatment. But if in your will or your principle you want to go to the clinic, we are not stopping you. Okay. But what we are advising is that the moment you have headache, because we have types of headache, we have the normal one, the severe ones. Okay. When you realize it's severe, that one we advise you to come close to us. And
really?
Yeah. But when it's not severe, just taking water, have enough rest, and you'll be okay.
That is like on authority, as you're saying. The person, it's not every headache that you have to walk to the hospital or call your doctor or physician. Or
yes, some headache is stressed, like you have gone through stress, so you are feeling this headache. That's why I'm saying that if you rest, you have enough rest, and still feel the headache, then come to us.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
There is a video I want my producer to put on Facebook right away, so that we analyze it.
Okay.
The video has to do with a pregnant woman, and but before that he will put it there, and then I believe that he will let me on a step. But let's talk about this. You being a nurse, okay, you said in many areas you can operate.
Yeah.
So midwifery, what is it called?
Yeah, midwifery. I can assist there.
Okay. Yeah. So midwifery, what does it entail? Are you people specially trained, better off than the common nurse? Because I believe that the name itself speaks for itself. Midwifery, meaning there's a lot you people do. Are you people special or better off trained than the common nurse?
Every department and what it entails. So if you're a nurse, you are being trained as a nurse. Okay. So midwifery is a top up of nurse.
Midwifery is a top up of a nurse.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Because being a nurse, okay, is on the medical field. Okay, and midwifery is this delivery field. Okay. So when it comes to midwifery, is the medical and delivery joined together to be midwifery. Okay. So a midwife is taught medical aspects, because definitely you're going to administer medication to your clients. Yeah. So you're being taught of the medical side, then the delivery side. Okay. But they will emphasize on more of delivery, because that's where you are specializing. Okay. But with the nursing, you just have little of midwifery. Maybe 10% out of 100%.
Oh, really?
Yes, but when it comes to midwifery, 90% and medical 10%.
Really?
Yes, please.
So the midwifery had to do with
delivery, taking care of a pregnant woman from conception to delivery. Okay. And after delivery.
People, I may understand conception, but people may not understand from conception.
From taking
delivery.
A seed.
Okay.
So you deliver, then after, like you deliver postnatal, the care given to you. Yeah. After 6 weeks, then we handle you to the
yeah, so my producer is trying as possible best to put the stuff on so that we can really have a deep convo on that. It falls under delivery. Okay. And as I said, so during pregnancy, what must one do to deliver a healthy baby? Looking at, I don't know, producer, can you really get it for me, please? During that, how many people are employed or deployed in a delivery room to take care of a patient?
Okay, in the delivery room, we can have more than two or more than two. Yeah, depending on the patient. There's some clinic, 2 is okay. We can
2.
Yes. Depending, like that, we have clinic and hospital.
Why 2 people?
It's a setup. Okay, there are certain hospitals. There's 4 midwives, maybe 2 midwives and the assistants to assist them. And the other clinics too, we have 1 midwife and assistant. Okay. So they work hand in hand, but 1 person can't.
Can't. So maybe 2 people at least. It takes 2 to tango. Yeah. There are ideas, versatile ideas that comes from okay, Auntie Aku, and also Mr. Dominic, how we are supposed to. Do we pamper them in the process of delivery?
Yes.
Why?
Because of the hormonal changes and the pains attached to delivery. Okay?
Hormonal changes?
Yes. Because when it's time for the pains, the contractions that come, like they are pain. When I say contractions, I'm confused. Pains that they go through before the baby comes out makes them to react in other ways. That if she is not in that situation, she will not react. So in that situation, you need to pamper them. Oh, but we need to calm down. There's you need to pamper them so that at the end we'll have what good service.
Is it advisable to have the counterpart or the partner of the victim or
the husband?
Yes.
Yeah, if she requests the husband in, we'll allow him.
Or
but it's not
something.
every institution that does that.
Really?
Yes, please.
What if it's the will of the client?
If it's the will of the client and it's not allowed in that institution, you just explain it to the client. But if she insists, you have to listen to it because she has a reason why she's insisting the husband to be there. So sometimes you have to go out of your way to please your client so that you have a good service with your clients.
So in your place of work, is it allowed?
Yes, allowed.
It's allowed?
Yes, please.
And how many encounters have we had?
Oh, mostly clients don't, not much. Maybe out of 10, I would say 2.
Yeah.
Out of 10, I would say 2. Mostly they don't request the husbands to come in.
Okay, let's watch this case study. I think the producer will put that on. Let's watch this case study. This is somewhere around the northern part of Ghana. And join us live on Facebook. It's around the northern part of Ghana. It's called Kumbugu or something. And this is a woman in labor. And this is wherever friend is a lake and a river. And you can see, you know, I mean, the stream is not stable. Either stream, the river is not stable, it's running and flowing and all that. But they have to cross that river in order to go to the nearby clinic. Do you understand? Or health center for the woman to deliver. Do you understand? And happening this way, the rider cannot pass through. Do you understand? So they have to convey the bike on their heads and then cross over to the next, you know, I mean, the next side of town. And then they will come back again and come and pick the woman from the shores of the river. And then take the woman, cross over again so that she can sit on the motorbike and they take her to the hospital or to the nearby clinic. Producer, a hospital and a nearby clinic. Because then you can see the woman. Join us live on Facebook. So you can see the woman. A woman at the verge of putting to bed. So this is the discussion I want us to have. Right? In producing or the provision of a healthy baby. Can we get a healthy baby out of this as a nurse or a nurse working in the maternity ward? What is the 50-50?
Yeah, brace another village.
Producer, please let it be on. Let it be on like that, so that viewers can also, I mean, engage you.
Video of time.
Nana do hokra ehia me pa kebetu edru ma yanka onu atu bi he and I'm putting social media for put the man do nana do hokra
delay on the way and the baby comes out. And there's no health practitioner to receive the baby and do the necessary things that need to be done with the baby and the mother. There will be a problem. One problem could be blood loss. If there's bleeding, there's nobody to stop the bleeding.
None of these people have an idea about how to massage the woman, take care of the woman to the point where men we do and we go.
That is true.
Exactly. So in this case, how we So there is no surety of a healthy baby.
Yes, it's not 100%.
Yeah, the motor crossing so as I find the panel
it's a 50-50. We do have strong babies that they are strong because we do have clients that they give birth on their way before they get to the clinic. We do have clients that they give birth on the way before they get to the clinic before we do other things. So it will depend on the mother and the child. That's why we say that we go to the antenatal for treatment because through the antenatal, okay,
hospital am I as a mummy be my no mumba be
you have a strong baby in you. So even when there's a delayance, because there's a strong baby and everything is fine, that can help. But this is the case, you don't go to the clinic, you don't go to antenatal, there's no medication, and you find yourself in this situation. It's advisable. Because one, there's no medication that is making the baby stronger. Maybe you're on this herbal things, but medically, it's not assured. It's a 50-50. Some may have, some may not have.
At this very stage, can the look at the woman? You can really watch. Look at the woman. It's very sad. Can she die before getting there?
Yeah, she can. She may get there.
Or she may not.
Yes. I'm just looking at it because I don't have details to know that she's strong. I'm just feeling complications that need emergency care, and there's this delayance. The good news won't be much.
The good news won't be much. So, as you said, we do not have more details about whether the woman is a strong woman or not. And in this case, we also don't know whether the woman has been going for antenatal or she doesn't. But a condition like this should be aborted. It should be dejected. We should have a situation whereby we do not have to, cross borders to go to a health, facility in order to assist the patients. And then when we lose a person, the person is gone for life. So antenatal is important. What goes into antenatal?
A lot. From the day you taking seed to the day you deliver, and after 6 weeks, it entails a lot. Okay. Because first when you taking seed, maybe after 1 month, 2 months, you have taken seed. The motor crossing so as I find the panel I want to confirm. Months you start antenatal. Okay. Antenatal is all about the care given to the client and the unborn child. Okay. And there are certain medications that will be given to you that will help you and the child. There are certain assessments that will be done on you. There are certain questions that will ask. Some are on previous pregnancies, because previous pregnancies, certain things that happened can be looked out and ruled out so that it will not affect what the next pregnancy. Okay. So if you don't come for antenatal, all these things won't be notified. Okay. There are certain questions that we ask you about your previous, whether it was a normal delivery, whether you had problems during your pregnancy. Okay. So when we gather all this information, we realize, okay, this patient normally have problems when she's pregnant. Then this your child, we make sure that we have a strong service with you. We make sure that you become our friend. You always make the clinic your own. Anything you come. And it's through antenatal that we have advised you that any signs that you see that is not normal, you need to rush to the clinic. Okay. And the other education that you are being given, how you have to take your drugs, what you have to do, not to do, and when you come to antenatal, there are labs that are being done for you. So we trace anything that is not supposed to be. Okay. Because a pregnant woman is different from a normal person, because now you are carrying life, and anything that you do have to be extra careful. So we advise you on that, and as you come your daily routine, every day there's a checkup, lab test is done. Okay. And antenatal also helps Ghana.
What you are sharing it us is important to please speak loud small, because if you really have to help us, in knowing what we have to do and how we are supposed to go about things. There are so many. You see, this boils down to politics, and I don't want to utter a word where a letter will be sent to me again that we are pushing government down and this and that, and they will send you a long letter and all that. What is going on is unacceptable. You understand? What is going on is unacceptable. There is the video going viral. They are petitioning the president of the Republic of Ghana that, Papa, please and please and please bring help and assistance, bring help facilities within the neighboring, what have you. You understand? Because we go there, ballot boxes go there. Ballot boxes go there. What is supposed to go there is health centers. Chip compounds are not being completed and all that. And then when you start raising a bar, they write you a letter and they tell you this and they tell you that, and you're pulling government down. You should be very careful and you should be this. And then people are dying. May I sure say you're too called Kumbugu, you're too called Hosisian. Producer nurse near Tuniko Bungu. As I say, a honor mango ni ho, popo ni ho, sauce up in all going to go in your road name into as a mezo ni fia cry reja kokumbugu. Namunye road no one and go farm to buy the far pampai, your fancy or pay for. You see, all these things are, you see, I don't get it. When we start shouting, they will tell and bring you a long letter. You don't know where it's coming from. You don't know who is listening. They bring you a long letter. Will you go there when they send you to Kumbugu? The road is poor. The river service a stream. A stagnant stream now is going like a Poasoche. It's a go for a motorbike now. It's uniform. And go pin for a cry. Find the motorbike. Petrol pass on moto ni moa. And ka petrol be there. And convenient pin for a chip compound. Yeah, quick chip compound. Wall ground check crowd. Doctor cry like I just wonder. Akoso Japan asemo obeka che senti ya papa ampedu ya didn't do hospital before born one sem. That was last week when they got to the hospital, a public hospital. All that we could hear is the doctor is having rest, and then they have to convey him all the way to a private hospital, and then when they go there the person is gone. I said the doctor not down. You see, and when you hear all these things, sometimes we suffer. You get the social media rats always searching, with this administration, finding fault with journalists. Hey, you are pulling government down. You should be careful. You should be this. They will send you tons of messages. If you are not strong, if I cannot pin some for you, you don't know where they are. I don't even know where they listen. You don't even see them on your feed. To say Sasimesi is from this administration or share, but they rats. They are watching. Spies, and they send you a long note. But what is going? Look at Opim for your. Like us, you say, we don't know whether he's healthy. Antenatal, you people educate them about what they are supposed to eat and all that. I don't even know the health. What have you they give them? So in this case, will this woman survive? Will this woman survive? Look at this big river. Say CEO, say river. I don't even know.
It's possible with God, but medically.
It's not possible.
50-50.
It's possible with God.
Yes.
God plays a role in that.
Yes.
Really. So in the delivery room, prayer goes on.
Oh yeah. Sometimes when we are there and there's delivery go on and maybe there's difficulty, we encourage the client to, instead of shouting, we encourage it and pray. Okay. Whilst we also pray along with her, okay. So medically we will do our best. Whilst she also pray and also help her in prayer, because if God is not pass,
oh really,
our strength is less.
Really,
yes.
So in the delivery room, such goes on. You people, there is no 100% assurance that a person may come out living, or there is an assurance.
100%.
Really?
100% when it comes to medical. We do our best. But the most of our best is in the hands of God. Okay. all the possible best that we need to do for a client to have a healthy baby, we do it. But the other rest is on God, because if maybe God doesn't want that to happen, as a maybe I'm saying, if God doesn't want that to happen, who are you? You do all that you want to do. If the client has to go or the baby has to go, they will go. So we make sure that whilst we are attending to the client, we are believing God that everything will be fine. At my institution, that's what mostly we do.
That's what you guys do? Yes,
we encourage the patient to pray, whilst we also pray with them. Yes. It's not because I'm here that I'm saying that, but that's what
goes on.
Yes. We allow God in our delivery room to take control.
Has there been any point in your life or your career where the victim or the patient or the client's problem is beyond your control?
Yeah.
Where you people refer them to a better stand. Let me put it that way.
Yeah.
It's beyond your control in the delivery room.
Control, we refer them to our big hospitals.
What are these stampede or blockage that is beyond? It can be more than what a midwife imagines.
Okay.
What are some of it?
Every institution and what they are supposed to do by authorities. Okay. Every clinic and what they are supposed to do. Like this clinic, there are certain areas you have to cover. Okay. When you come to my place, when the blood is low, we refer, because we don't give blood transfusion in our institution. So when your blood is low, we refer you, because we don't know during delivery you lose blood. When you lose blood, we need to transfuse blood. We don't have. So we will not start the delivery at all, because we know your blood is very low. So we will educate you, we will calm you, we will tell you that, and you be in deal, but moja na endorse. Moja na endorse into I say ni ema moja, but maybe I don't come. Ema moja, maybe you kwa bleeding into, but we fine. But maybe so bleeding into. Since I ain't been in yet, per se uncle, I say, or the more moja, a banner say they have to give you they will give you. So that place, and also our place when it comes to twins. Okay, when it's twins.
Twins?
Yes, we take care of you when it's your last period to give birth, then we refer you. Yes.
Really?
So there are other conditions that if it's beyond us, we refer you before, or maybe delay in progress. I want to refer you to our big hospitals.
Delay in progress, what does it mean?
Or we have, when it comes to the midwifery, there are periods that we expect, okay, when you move from, which is called something dilatation.
Okay.
When you move from 4 cm, you're supposed to move up to 10 and we deliver the baby. 10 cm, that means the
Please talk loud.
When it's 10 cm, that means the place is fully opened for us to receive our baby.
Okay.
So when you get to 4 cm, 6 cm, 8 cm, then you're 6 cm, still now the baby is not coming. Like the place is not open again, it's stagnant. That means there is delay. So we have to rush you to the bigger hospitals. Yes.
That's what happens. But in your place, you made mention of blood transfusion.
Yeah.
You people don't do that.
Yes, please.
Is there a reason?
We are a clinic. Okay. There every institution and your barriers.
Yes.
So our clinic, we don't have theater.
Yes.
So anything of CS, we refer you. So anything beyond our barriers, even if you can do it because maybe of your knowledge and your maybe outside knowledge that you have, is your barrier. So you refer, because if something should happen, you will be responsible.
So what must the patient or the victim, what must she understand when she's coming to antenatal? What is the topmost ordeal or advice or lecture or education that she has to understand? What must I understand?
You must understand that you are coming there for care. Okay, one. For you to have a healthy baby at the end of your tour, because 9 months is not easy. Then at the end, you lose your baby or the mother lose their life. Okay, so antenatal basically you have to have in your mind that you are going there because you want to have a healthy baby. Come home alive with your child. That's the reason why you're coming for antenatal. That's the main reason.
You have to get it at the back of your mind that
yes. You want to, at the end, you want to have your baby healthy and yourself healthy. That's why you're coming there. And you can't attain this when you're in the house.